Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the groundbreaking ceremony of Nusa Jaya Tech Park. My name is Daphne Eiking and I'm absolutely thrilled to be emceeing today's event. Once again, a very good morning to all of you. Thank you for joining us. We're very honored indeed to have with us today the Honorable Mr. Lim Heng Kiang, Minister for Trade and Industry, Singapore. Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Mustapa Mohamed, Minister of International Trade and Industry. Yang Berhormat Dato T. Siu Kiang, Chairman of Johor's Tourism, Trade and Consumer. His Excellency Dato Husni Zai Yaakob, High Commissioner of Malaysia to Singapore. His Excellency Jacques Werner, the Ambassador of the Netherlands. His Excellency Ong Keng Yong, High Commissioner of Singapore to Malaysia. Yang Berhormat Dr. Haji Zaini Abu Bakar, Nusa Jaya State Assemblyman. Yang Berbahagia Dato Azman Mahmud, Chief Executive Officer, Malaysian Investment Development Authority. Yang Berbahagia Dato Ismail Ibrahim, Chief Executive, Iskandar Regional Development Authority. Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, Chairman of UEM Sunrise Berhad. Mr. Manohar Kiatani, President and Group CEO, Ascendas Private Limited. Friends from the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a beautiful, stunning, sunny morning. That's really good feng shui. That's really, really good. That's a good indication of things for betterment of our future right here. We're going to kickstart our ceremony today to invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, the Chairman of UM Sunrise Berhad, to deliver his welcome address. Dipersilakan Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Honorable Mr. Lim Heng Kiang, Minister of Trade and Industry, Singapore. Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Mustapa Mohamed, Minister of International Trade and Industry, Malaysia. Yang Berhormat Dato T. Siu Kiang, Chairman of Johor's Tourism, Trade and Consumer Committee. Excellency Dato Husni Zai Yaakob, Malaysia's High Commissioner to Singapore. Excellency Mr. Ong Keng Yong, High Commissioner of Singapore to Malaysia. Excellency Jacques Werner, Ambassador for the Netherlands. Yang Berhormat Dato Haji Zaini Abu Bakar, Nusa Jaya State Assemblyman. Yang Berbahagia Dato Azman Mahmud, Chief Executive Officer of MIDA. Yang Berbahagia Dato Ismail Ibrahim, Chief Executive Officer of the Iskandar Regional Development Authority. Mr. Manohar Kiatani, President and CEO Ascendas. Distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera and a very good morning to everyone. On behalf of UM Sunrise Berhad, allow me first and foremost to express my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to the two ministers who have kindly graced today's event, the Honorable Mr. Lim Heng Kiang, Minister of Trade and Industry of Singapore, and Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Mustapa Mohamed, Minister of International Trade and Industry, Malaysia. Welcome to the project site of the Nusa Jaya Tech Park. It is indeed a great pleasure to have all of you here today to witness this momentous event, the groundbreaking for the Nusa Jaya Tech Park. The birth of Nusa Jaya Tech Park marks another milestone in the drive for Iskandar Malaysia into the region's foremost emerging economic area. It truly puts Malaysia, or Nusa Jaya, one of the 5 flagship zones of Iskandar Malaysia and a key driver of the region's growth at the heart of Iskandar. Today's event also celebrates the beginning of a strategic alliance between two powerhouses to formalize this historic milestone. I was personally present at the signing ceremony for the joint venture between Ascendas and UM Sunrise, then known as UM Land, on the 23rd of October 2012 in Singapore, where an agreement was reached on a 60-40 joint venture to develop the 519-acre integrated eco-friendly Nusajaya Tech Park at Gerbang Nusajaya within Iskandar, Malaysia. Today, I'm proud to be here again to present to you, together with Ascendas, the project's formal takeoff through this groundbreaking event. The 4,500-acre Gerbang Nusajaya represent the second phase of Nusajaya's development and will focus on retail activities, campus offices, trade centers, and industrial parks. Nusajaya Tech Park is set to become the cornerstone of Gerbang Nusajaya, with a projected gross development value of 3.7 billion ringgit, or equivalent to about 1.5 billion Singapore dollars. The Nusajaya Tech Park will act as a catalyst for business growth in the region and add a new dimension to Iskandar, Malaysia as a business destination. I believe this Nusajaya Tech Park is a joint venture not only between UM Sunrise and Ascendas, but between Malaysia and Singapore. It has brought our two countries closer together and will reap potential economic benefits for both countries. The Nusajaya Tech Park is strategically located and offers excellent accessibility within Nusajaya, Gerbang Nusajaya. It is located just minutes away from Malaysia's custom immigration and quarantine at Link Kedua Expressway and well connected between the two international airports, Senai Airport in Johor and Changi Airport in Singapore. Similarly, the seaports in both countries are also well connected within a 45-minute journey, especially the port of Tanjung Pelepas, the port of Pasir Gudang and Tanjung Lansat in Malaysia, and the port of Singapore Authority and the Jurong Port in Singapore. With this collaboration, we will develop best-in-class infrastructure in a modern, well-managed environment by leveraging on Ascendas' expertise and on the infrastructure support, which includes power supply, water, wastewater treatment, telecommunication, and well-connected internal road networks surrounding the factories, quality amenities within the park such as dormitories for workers, training facilities, commercial and F&B outlets, as well as convenience shops to cater for the needs of the companies. Together, we will design a fully landscaped, eco-friendly environment with sustainability in mind, integrating nature and green spaces into the development to be certified by Singapore's BCA mark. It will be a highly secured park environment through a three-tiered security strategy designed and developed by Certis of Singapore in due course. We will develop a variety of premium office spaces designed to meet individual needs through ready-built or built-to-suit facilities for clients who wish to customize their facilities and opt for the off-balance sheet financing scheme, and a total customer support service to provide resources for clients who require support in launching their businesses in Iskandar, Malaysia. We are delighted to be partnering with Ascendas in creating this Nusajaya Tech Park. As a leading provider of business space solutions, Ascendas has over 30 years of experience in more than 20 cities around the world. We see Ascendas' expertise and strong track record in carrying out industrial development in economic regions globally as a perfect match to our vision. As for us, through the enlarged entity of UAM Sunrise, we bring together more than 50 years of experience in building award-winning townships, residential and commercial development, as well as integrated projects. We look forward to working together to ensure the success of Nusajaya Tech Park, to providing a world-class location for businesses. Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted that the ministers of both countries are gracing this groundbreaking ceremony with their attendance. On that note, I would like to once again thank both ministers, Mr. Mustapa Mohamed from Malaysia and Mr. Lim, for accepting our invitation as guest of honor for today's event. And also my sincere thanks to all the guests for your presence and making this ceremony even more meaningful. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri. Next, we would like to invite the President and Group CEO of Ascendas Private Limited, Mr. Manohar Kiatani, on stage to now deliver his speech. Dipersilakan.
Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Mustapa Mohamed, the Honorable Mr. Lim Hng Kiang, Yang Berhormat Dato T. Siu Kiong, His Excellency Dato Husni Jaya Yaakob, His Excellency Jack Werner, His Excellency Mr. Ong Keng Yong, Yang Berhormat Dr. Haji Zaini Abu Bakar, Yang Berbahagia Dato Asman Mahmud, Yang Berbahagia Dato Ismail Ibrahim, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dato Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, Yang Berbahagia Dato Izzaddin Idris. Distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, friends, a very good morning to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us today for the groundbreaking of the Nusajaya Tech Park in Iskandar, Malaysia. Our special thanks and gratitude to Yang Berhormat Minister Mustapa Mohamed and Minister Lim Hng Kiang for gracing this occasion as our guests of honor. It is indeed a great honor, and it means a lot to us for having you here with us for this joyous occasion. Malaysia is special for many of us from Singapore. Not only is it physically closest to Singapore, it is also close to the heart of Singaporeans, as we share so much together. As a Singapore-based company, Ascendas is very proud to be involved in Iskandar, Malaysia, one of the most exciting township projects in Asia, and a key contributor to the economic growth of Malaysia. This is an area where Ascendas hopes to leverage on our track record and experience and play a role in providing world-class business environments that create a unique competitive advantage for our host location and investors. We are very fortunate to have found a like-minded partner in UEM Sunrise Berhad, who shares our vision to create an integrated tech park that provides a unique value proposition and competitive advantage to businesses. Since sealing the joint venture in October 2012, the teams of Ascendas and UEM Sunrise together, along with our other partners, many of whom are here today, have worked very hard pulling together our respective domain knowledge, aligning our ideas, and seeking guidance from the various Malaysian authorities, establishing the needs of our international customer base, and finally, taking bold decisions to crystallize what we felt would realize the aspiration of all stakeholders in this project. The end result is a Nusajaya Tech Park that features a well-conceived master plan that will set a new benchmark in design, and it has achieved the Merit Award in the Master Planning category at the Singapore Landscape Architecture Awards 2013. This is also the first tech park in Malaysia to be conferred the Singapore Building and Construction Authority's Green Mark for Districts Gold Award. So when we say park, we really mean park. So Nusa Jaya Tech Park is also a unique project that brings together the expertise of Malaysia and Singapore for a win-win partnership. With the support of government agencies like ERDA, MIDA, EDB, IE Singapore, JTC Corp, Spring, foreign institutions like JETRO, Japan Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Singapore German Chambers, American Chambers, Singapore Business Federation, Singapore Manufacturers Federation, as well as institutions like Mitsuho Bank, Bank of Tokyo Mitsubishi, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation, Mitsui and Company. Our marketing team has, over the past few months, gone beyond the shores of Singapore to Japan, Germany, and in July to the United States to share what Nusa Jaya Tech Park and Iskandar Malaysia can offer. I know it's a long list, but I will be remiss not to mention, and there are many more, because you all have been so important to where we have reached today. So on behalf of Ascenders and UEM Sunrise, I would like to thank all of you, and I look forward to an even closer partnership. With world-class infrastructure, unique locational advantages, and a business clustering concept to optimize efficiency, our goal really is to build a competitive ecosystem around a range of industry sectors supported by efficient logistics and Infocom services. We'll be developing this 210-hectare Nusa Jaya Tech Park in phases. A 28-hectare startup phase comprising ready-built factories and land plots for built-to-suit developments will be completed by 2016. And I'm very glad to say that our first release of ready-built factories is already 40% pre-committed prior to this groundbreaking. We have also been engaging many other companies requiring built-to-suit facilities and are delighted that leading corporations such as Sanwa Group, YCH Group, VADS Berhad, and Windsor Automotive Asia will be participating in a signing ceremony today to explore locating their operations in Nusa Jaya Tech Park, as well as offering their services to our customers in the park. In addition, Barnes Aerospace of the US will also be exploring possibilities to set up operations here. We are confident that Nusa Jaya Tech Park is well positioned to catalyze the growth of Iskandar Malaysia as a dynamic center for high-value activities. In closing, I would like to express our particular gratitude to the Ministry of International Trade and Industry of Malaysia and Singapore's Ministry of Trade and Industry and their respective agencies for your strong guidance in this project. We look forward to your continued support and are committed to working together to make Nusa Jaya Tech Park a source of pride for all of us. With that, I thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kiatani. Terima kasih. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Mustapa Mohamed, the Minister of International Trade and Industry Malaysia, to deliver his speech. Dipersilakan, YB.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning. Saudari pengacara majlis, Mr. Lim Heng Kiang, Minister of Trade Industry Singapore, Tan Sri Tajuddin, Chairman of UE Sunrise, Mr. Manohar Kiatani, President CEO of Ascenders, Yang Berhormat Datuk T, Johor State Government Exco, Yang Berhormat Dr. Zaini, State Assemblyman for Nusa Jaya, High Commissioner Husni, High Commissioner Ong, Ambassador of the Netherlands, Dato Ismail, Dato Izzadin, Dato Azman, dato-dato, datin-datin, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan sekalian. Let me begin by welcoming my dear colleague, Mr. Lim Hng Kiang, Minister of Trade Industry Singapore, and his delegation to Iskandar. This is, of course, not the first time you're here. You're very familiar with Iskandar, but today you're going to, or you have been briefed about the action that's coming up in this very exciting location. Next, I would like to thank the two companies, UE Sunrise and Ascendas, for inviting both of us to be here this morning to grace this very special moment. UE, of course, is a very successful Malaysian conglomerate, achieving success not only in Malaysia but also beyond our shores. We're proud of the success and track record of this company. And Ascendas is a well-renowned Singapore company operating in many parts of the world, India, China, Vietnam, and of course Malaysia, better late than never. So this is a good marriage, very strong and hopefully a very lasting marriage of two big, reputable companies. And I must say, since I witnessed the signing of the joint venture agreement in October 2012, Minister of State, Mr. Lee Yi-shan, and me witnessed the signing of this joint venture agreement in October 2012. I've been waiting for the moment, so the moment has arrived. Yeah? This morning is a very momentous moment, as indicated by both Tan Sri Tajuddin and also Mr. Manohar Ketani. I've been looking forward to this day, and as we came in a few moments ago, we were briefed of the development that's coming up in the next few weeks. Yeah? I've been informed that the actual work on the ground will begin in the next few weeks, and construction will be completed in about a year, and in about a year we'll begin to see some companies starting their operations here. So this is a very special moment, a very good marriage, and I'm sure that this marriage will last forever. My job as Trade Investment Minister of Malaysia is to facilitate investments, and I know that there is also the job of my colleague, Mr. Lim Hng Kiang. We are committed to further these strong ties, and in my view, the foundation of these strong ties has been the annual retreat process, which started when Dato Sri Najib became Prime Minister of Malaysia. There's been a number of decisions made, and from our point of view, one very important decision which I would like to share with guests this morning is setting up of the Industrial Working Group, which has resulted in closer collaboration between the investment promotion agencies in Singapore and Malaysia. On our side, we have MIDA, we have Matrade, and on the Singapore side, there's EDB and IE. They've been working very closely, and this morning I had a good bilateral meeting with my colleague, Mr. Lim Hng Kiang, and I can assure you that we are all for closer collaboration with Singapore and Malaysia. We complement each other. Indeed, this high-tech park is designed to complement operations of some companies in Singapore with companies in Malaysia. So, ladies and gentlemen, this marriage is a very strong marriage. It goes to show how we're committed to further develop ties between Singapore and Malaysia. And what is important from Iskandar and also for Johor is that this is going to be yet another economic driver of growth for the state of Johor and indeed Iskandar. This is going to be a very important hub for high-tech and other industries, and I know that this place will result in a lot of spin-off activities in Iskandar, in Johor, and it's going to be a win-win collaboration between our two countries. This indeed is a very special moment. Once again, I would like to thank my colleague, Mr. Lim Hng Kiang, for making this journey to be here with us this morning. Let me congratulate UE and Ascendas for coming up with this very good partnership. And I hope to be able to come back here in about a year's time to see more action on this very location. So once again, thank you very much. And I would like to assure our full support Yeah, and I know that the state government of Johor is fully supportive of this. We have Dato here representing the state government. I was with the MB, Yang Umar Dato Khalid Nordin this morning, and I mentioned to him that I'm going to be here this morning to do this groundbreaking, and he's very supportive of this joint venture. And as I said, I would like to come back here in about a year's time to see more action on the ground. So everything is going on smoothly. The feng shui is good, as you said. Yeah, the weather is fine. We hope that the weather will continue to be fine for many, many more years to come. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Inshallah, inshallah, Dato Sri, God willing, and thank you very much for your very motivating speech. All right. And now, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to invite Mr. Lim Heng Kiang, the Minister for Trade and Industry Singapore, to join us on stage for his speech. Dipersilakan.
Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Mustapa Mohamed, Minister of International Trade and Industry, Malaysia. Yang Berhormat Dato T. Siu Kiang, Chairman of Johor's Tourism, Trade and Consumer. Tan Sri Dr. Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, Chairman of UEM Sunrise Berhad. Mr. Manohar Ketani, President and Group CEO of Ascenders Private Limited. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to join you today for the groundbreaking ceremony of the Nusajaya Tech Park. I would like to extend my heartiest congratulations to the management and the staff of Ascenders and UEM Sunrise on this very significant milestone. Based in Singapore, Ascenders is Asia's leading provider of business-based solutions. It has more than 30 years of experience serving a global clientele of over 2,400 customers in 25 cities across 10 countries. UEM Sunrise is the flagship company for the development of Nusajaya, one of the key nodes in Iskandar, Malaysia. The successful partnership of Ascenders and UEM Sunrise in their development of Nusajaya Tech Park serves as a testament to the exemplary model of bilateral cooperation between companies of Malaysia and Singapore. I'm also heartened to learn that the Nusajaya Tech Park is the first integrated tech park in Malaysia to be awarded Singapore's Building and Construction Authority's Green Mark for Districts Gold Award. This is an indication of the excellent quality, standards, as well as environmentally friendly features that have been incorporated into the design of the park. When fully completed, the Nusajaya Tech Park will cater to multinational corporations as well as small and medium enterprises in key growth industries such as precision engineering, electronics, clean and green manufacturing, and warehousing and logistics. I understand that the park is expected to support some 200 enterprises and a business community of more than 20,000 people. The success of Nusajaya Tech Park will provide further impetus to the development of IM. Iskandar, Malaysia is strategically important for both Malaysia and Singapore. It not only contributes to greater cooperation between our two countries, but also the integration of both our economies. Indeed, we have and will continue to jointly develop industries with synergistic activities in both Malaysia and Iskandar, Malaysia. Substantial progress has been made in Iskandar, Malaysia. It has attracted close to 132 billion Malaysian ringgit in investment commitments as of December last year, with Singapore emerging as the top foreign investor, contributing close to 23% of its total foreign investment. The proximity between Singapore and Iskandar, Malaysia provides the opportunity for investors to position their full value chain of business and manufacturing functions across both locations, hence spurring the development of complementary industries. With the right mix of industries and enhanced connectivity, there is potential for both our countries to develop a seamless economic space. I encourage Singapore companies seeking to venture overseas to consider Iskandar, Malaysia as an option. Ladies and gentlemen, Singapore and Malaysia enjoy a deep and long-standing relationship. This is underscored by the recent state visits and the successful 5th Malaysia-Singapore Leaders Retreat held in Putrajaya in April this year. During the recent Leaders Retreat, both Prime Ministers reaffirmed their commitment to a stronger and mutually beneficial partnership between our two countries. Over the years, bilateral trade, investment, and people-to-people flows have seen steady growth. In 2013, Malaysia remained Singapore's top export destination, while Singapore was correspondingly Malaysia's top export destination. Singapore is also the third largest investor in Malaysia's manufacturing sector, with manufacturing investments reaching some 4.5 billion ringgit, double that in 2012. Close people-to-people relations have also continued to bolster our strong economic ties. The completion of the high-speed rail will further facilitate seamless travel between Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, enhance our business linkages, and bring both countries even closer together. At the multilateral level, Singapore and Malaysia are working closely to realize initiatives such as the ASEAN Economic Community and the ongoing Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or the RCEP. Negotiations have begun, and both initiatives serve to deepen regional economic integration and aim to transform the region into a single market of 600 million people, as well as a productive base with a high competitive advantage. Next year, Malaysia will take over the ASEAN Chairmanship. We look forward to continue working closely with Malaysia and other ASEAN member states on realizing the ASEAN Economic Community and working towards the conclusion of the RCEP negotiations. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like once again to congratulate Ascendus and UEM Sunrise on the successful launch of the Tech Park. I wish you every success and look forward to the opening of the park soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lim. And now, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, if I could kindly draw your attention to the main screens in front of you for a short video presentation of Nusajaya Tech Park. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Created by leaders for leaders, you can only be assured of only the highest international standards at Nusajaya Tech Park. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment that we've all been waiting for, the groundbreaking ceremony of Nusajaya Tech Park. We'd now like to invite up on stage Mr. Lim Heng Kiang, Minister for Trade and Industry in Singapore, Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Mustapa Mohamed, Minister of International Trade and Industry Malaysia, Yang Berbahagia Dato Ismail Ibrahim, Chief Executive of Iskandar Regional Development Authority, Mr. Manohar Kiatani, President and Group CEO of Ascendus Private Limited, Mr. William Tay, CEO Southeast Asia Ascendus, Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, Chairman of UEM Sunrise Berhad, and lastly, Yang Berbahagia Dato Izzadin Idris, Executive Director of UEM Sunrise. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to invite the VIPs on stage to commemorate the groundbreaking of Nusajaya Tech Park by shoveling the soil upon the countdown. But before that, we're going to take a quick group photo of all of you. And I'm just going to get my green light from our photographers. And since this is such a happy, momentous occasion, later on during the countdown, I need every one of you right here in this hall to count down with me. Is that cool? Okay, yeah. All right. On the count of three. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, gentlemen. Congratulations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if I could just divert your attention to your right outside. That's right, this marks the official, successful, groundbreaking ceremony, highly anticipated by both countries, both companies, Nusajaya Tech Park. Now we'd like to invite Mr. Manohar Kiatani, President and Group CEO of Ascendus Private Limited, to present a gift to Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Mustapa Mohamed, Minister of International Trade and Industry Malaysia. Mr. Kiatani. And next, we'd like to invite Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Dr. Ahmad Tajuddin Ali, Chairman of UEM Sunrise Berhad, to present a gift to Mr. Lim Heng Kiang, Minister for Trade and Industry Singapore. All right, thank you so much. Now I'd like to present both Ministers of Trade and Industry from Malaysia and Singapore an exclusive hand-drawn batik. It is gorgeous. Mr. Kiatani as well as Tan Sri, if you can just do us the honors. And another group final photo op on stage. Great, thank you so much. All right, next on the agenda will be the signing ceremony of the MOU with Sanwa Group of Companies, YCH Group, TM Berhad and VADS Berhad as potential business locators to Nusajaya Tech Park. Would like to invite Yang Berbahagia Dato Ismail Ibrahim, Chief Executive of Iskandar Regional Development Authority, and Yang Berbahagia Dato Izzadin Idris, Executive Director of UEM Sunrise, to return to your seats while the rest of the VIPs kindly proceed to the signing table. Would also like to invite Yang Berbahagia Dato T. Siu Kiang, Chairman of Johor's Tourism Trade and Consumer, to join us in witnessing the MOU signing ceremony. So here we have Mr. William Tay, CEO Southeast Asia Ascendus. Joining him, we have Dr. Ricky Xiao, Group CEO, Sanwa Group of Companies, Mr. Philip Tan, Vice President of ASEAN of YCH Group, Encik Wan Ahmad Kamal Wan Halim, Executive Vice President, TM Enterprise, and lastly, Encik Ahmad Azhariaya, CEO of VADS Berhad. All right, gentlemen, the signing of the MOUs will now take place. Dipersilakan. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The success MOU signing ceremony between all these partners. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our groundbreaking ceremony. Now, just to let you all know that today's Wi-Fi connectivity is powered by Telekom Malaysia. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Telekom Malaysia for your wonderful, kind support. The Wi-Fi here is really, really great, by the way. So if you are a social media freak like yours truly, go ahead, spread the news. As mentioned by one of our speakers earlier on, 40% has already been somewhat sold in that sense. And it's wonderful that this wonderful project, this is a huge project between two entities in two countries, is also going green, something that I am absolutely for. Gracias, thank you so much. Terima kasih. 谢谢. One more time to all our distinguished guests, especially to both our guests of honors, Mr. Lim as well as Dato Sri. Terima kasih sekali lagi. Now we'd like to invite the guests of honors to be joined by the invited guests seated in the front row to the exhibition gallery where you were at earlier on for the plaque signing ceremony. All right, thank you so much once again. And to the rest of our guests joining us here today, we'd like to invite all of you to proceed to the dining hall where we'll be serving some light refreshments and lunch. You may exit from your right. Once again, on behalf of the organizers and hosts, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, friends, to the media. And spread the word about this. We're very excited indeed. And inshallah, we'll be able to see each other again in the year to come. Take care, God bless, and have a wonderful day. Bon appetit.